Okay, we're going to do a little bit of Tzaddik now. The first thing we have to know about Rav Tzaddok is that it's kind of like an extension of what we spoke about last week, which is that really the B'di Kahuna and the Kohen B'chalal in general, the Kohanim were special. Hashem Mishcha was not necessarily the fear of Tzaddok, except after we fell on the Egel. So this is a part of what's going on in Purim. Purim, the first thing, number one about Purim is you have these tremendous oros, these very, very special things of what's going on. You have this Bechin that's called Mordechai, you have a Bechin that's called Haman, you have a Bechin that's called Esther. And they have like a very strong, there's a very, very big struggle going on. Right? It's a struggle because Haman wants to mess Mordechai up. He wants Mordechai to get the Bechin over Zara so that he can really, really make trouble for the Jewish people. And Haman is not holding so much by this. Haman, it says Haman Eitz, right? He's from the tree of, right? Eitz Das Torah. The Maisa Torah comes from there. The Maisa, we come from there. Jewish people come from there. Everyone comes from that place. That's our world now. So Haman had a feeling. He sensed that there was in the offing this bechina of a hisgalus of the Torah Shabbat Peh. So that hisgalus of the Torah Shabbat Peh, he didn't want. He wanted to fight. He didn't want a revelation of the oral Torah. So he made this gallows 50 amos high. That's what it says. Why 50 amos? 20 amos is, it says your eye doesn't even see 20 amos. So over 20 amos, your eye doesn't see. So a menorah is not allowed to be that way. You don't really see well. You don't necessarily see. So you could say maybe the field of construction, but it's hard to see from the palace. He wants to see from the palace and nowhere else, like whatever. Again, it's not so clear. Why would he make such a large gallows if you can't see it? So presumably it was visible. He wanted people to see Mordechai in embarrassment of Chayra. So the way Rav Tzaddok says, he says he could feel a revelation of the 50 gates of understanding, and he was coming to combat that. He wanted to fight it. He brings a raya that there's such a thing of 50 is a bechin, is a sod. You have this Nun Sharon, he wanted to fight this Nun Sharon. That's how he explained. And of course in the end, Haman Eitz, because the Torah, like Lamaisa, there was a much bigger scholars of the Torah, this Bechin of Esther, through Mordechai not bowing to Haman and not allowing him to push him around. He didn't allow. He was not willing. He said, I'm not willing. You're not going to push me around. You're bucking of It's only Hashem. That was the power of Mordechai. Daven, till he was off to the Yeshua. Okay, so that's the first thing. And that's why, of course, Achashverosh, some say Achashverosh is Mamash the Nachash. I think maybe they're really even. Achashverosh is Mamash the Bechin of the Nachash. He's the Nachash. You have Haman, who's trying to push the problem of Nachash. Achashverosh said, he didn't say don't do it, like the Lee says. There's a change between Haman and Achashverosh. Haman's like, forget it, these Jews, give it up, they're no good. And Haman, and Achashverosh is like, we'll get rid of them. And Achashverosh is like, you'll never get away with it. He's like, yeah, I'd love to get rid of them, that's just not going to happen. So like, Haman's trying to push the snake, Achashverosh, to like make it happen, make it worse, chaparayim, and he wasn't able to. That's also why he really wanted very much, Haman was very much pushing for the, Shabbos, Pesach, these things bother him. Oh, they're different than everyone. He's like, they're not listening to Shemayim, they're not okay, Hashem doesn't need them, they're not doing what they should, the way they should, and really, it was this galus of a tremendous adrabah, tremendous Shem Shemayim, that we Makabel Torah Mehava, we took the Torah on from love, and it was the opposite of what Haman thought and wanted. That's what, in each of these bechinas really was this galus of more Torah, much higher Torah. That's the first thing I wanted to say from Tzaddik. It's like a very, very, very packed. Second thing I want to say from Tzaddik, he says is that Amalek is the ultimate chutzpah, right? Chutzpah Yaskeh. Amalek, we know the Jewish people, everyone knew the Jewish people were the chosen people, that Hashem loved and Hashem, we were supposed to be there, right? The lions of the nations, Mount Torah, and comes Amalek, we're on the way to Mount Torah, we had chutzpah, comes Amalek, and comes after us. They know that we're the chosen, doesn't matter. Coming beyond Das, the Bechina of the opposite of Das, right? Das, negative Das the Kliko. Like the Medrash says, it's like a boiling bathtub, right? You jump in, it doesn't look so hot. You might die from it, but then people are like, yeah, it's so hot. You jumped in, it's possible. It cooled everyone down towards the figuring out what their purpose in life is, also wanting to be chosen. Like, they didn't do what you were supposed to do. Like, they just weren't involved because of Amalek's mess up. That's what Amalek did. Right, so there's the same thing, which Luma said, but Kedusha, right? What do we learn from Haman? Right? So different halachim, it says we learn from Haman. It says you have to learn from every person. Haman wasn't satisfied unless you gotta Mordechai's not bowing to me, forget it, I don't care. All this ain't in a shovel. It's the same thing. You don't know a little Torah, you're not on a certain level, you want to get that, you go for it. You don't rest in your laurels. That's what you learn from Haman. B'kedusha. That's what Chaim Shmuel says. But the Rav Tzaddok says you learn something else from the Haman. We learn b'kedusha that you have to have chutzpah. Holy chutzpah works. And if again, just like Amalek, you have to have a chutzpah, and chutzpah does it. Chutzpah is going to make it happen. So you have to really, really have tremendous chutzpah. You have to tremendous resolve to keep trying, keep working, keep trying. We'll see maybe Rav Nosson in the parasha. We'll see a little bit also this idea of having holy chutzpah, having holy resolve. But just having real chutzpah. You're not going to even have kol, even voice, like a bechin of chutzpah, this bechin of chutzpah. You have to have holy chutzpah. Holy chutzpah is the strongest thing. The Gemara says that Rav Nosson brings that God gave us Torah. Yeah, God gives us the Torah because we're azim. Okay, so I'm sure if it's a little hard when you're azim, but on the other hand, you can stick to it. You can do things without letting go, no matter what, and that's the power of what the Torah is about. It helps. So we have chutzpah the Amalek, we have chutzpah the kedusha. That's another thing I wanted to say. And there's one other thing very quickly, right? It says like who ma'isa oira. He said even when you're in the furthest places. Even when no matter how far away, Hashem is still with us. Right? We say, we still have we can't say Hallel. Yes, but even then, Hashem's with us. We have miracles, incredible things. No matter what, no matter where you may be, Hashem's there with you right now. There's no distant place, no lack of Yeshiva Das, more than a person who's drunk. Right? He doesn't even have to daven if he's drunk enough. Right? So we say, even in the most dark place, it's possible to bring a foundation for an entirely new revelation of Torah Shabbat. You have to turn it around, of course, you have to bring Hashem into your life, but you can still do it no matter what. That's the bechina of why we drink, right? We're showing that no matter what, our hearts are steady with Hashem. We're connected to Hashem no matter what, the shikras, whatever goes over you, that's the idea of you drinking it. Whatever goes over a person, he's strong, he's steady, he's connected to Hashem. That's Bekitzer. That's Bekitzer. So that's the Rav Tzaddok that I wanted to say about Purim. And Hashem Yizakenu, we should be zocha to the aura of Purim, to have holy chutzpah, to turn around and have kiblu kiblu, me'ahava. Purim is a big time for ahava and reyes. You have to be very happy with your friend, like Rav Nosson says, not to be in the place of Gama Bris, which brings to machlokes, no fighting. You want to fight. Gama Bris Papa means a person tends to fight with people and bring them down. You want to bring someone down, you want to pick them up, you want to help them, you want to see the good in your friend, and assist him, not drag him down. That's the ultimate Gama Bris. So you have to be zocha to what Tikkun Bris is about, which means no machlokes and connecting to Hashem and simcha and nab and all these good things. That's what we want to do. And hold on and be very strong, no matter what. Have holy chutzpah. Person has no issue. No, I don't deserve it. End of because there's no such thing. Purim is about the bechina of that everything happens from Hashem, and even the furthest darkness, there's still miracles. You can access everything. You just have to hold on and keep going, no matter what. Keep on Tzaddik.